Does get a lot of pickup in the respect that he can control his lanes really well in terms of, like, you know, just throwing down the Nether Blast and throwing down that ward as well in the team fights. Never disrespect the ward, I guess, is one of the really big things. But we can see that the other bans have come out. A Bounty Hunter for the off lane, so Team Storm don't want to have to deal with that Bounty Hunter. They also ban out a Lone Druid, so just getting rid of, well, we've actually seen a few of the off lane heroes get banned out here, so just removing a few options there is both Team Storm and Mate in 6 will look to see what their fourth ban is in just a second. Just having a little bit of trouble with the stream, guys. Just give me a tick. We'll make sure everything is okay.
Dire team pick.
I'm going to assume that it's okay. The problem with using the a delay is that it takes a long time for the stream to catch up with where we're up to. But those of you watching in client, you guys are all up to date, don't you worry. But the fourth ban will be a Bristleback. Interesting. He's I wouldn't have expected a Bristleback ban, but we did get to see him earlier today in one of the other pro level leagues. I can't remember where it was, but I did see him earlier today. So I don't know. Maybe we'll start to see some more Bristleback these days.
Reserve time.
Mate in 6 going to go for their third pick now. Got just
10 seconds
wow, they're
remaining.
already burning down their bonus time very quickly here, so they're going to have very little time to make their decisions. They will now grab a
Radiant team pick.
And of course he is he can be used to hunt down enemy heroes. He can be used to burn down towers very quickly. We saw some really hilarious usage of the Clinks and Chen combination in where was it? It was in, gosh, I can't remember. My brain is fried at the moment, guys. But we saw Chen would go for, obviously,
10 seconds remaining.
He would go for the Test of Faith and then send the Clinks back
5
home
seconds
while
remaining.
Clinks was attempting to, like, burn down a Rax or something like that.
Reserve time.
And just waiting on the extra picks to come through while I try and fix up the stream a bit. I'm still not exactly sure what's going on with it, but hopefully it's coming up in a second. Wind Ranger. Good old Wind Ranger gets picked up by Team Storm. Usually see her in the off lane as well. Just a great hero to throw down there because she's got that Shackle. She'll level up quickly so she can grab Shackle. Power Shot, great for keeping the enemy heroes back a little bit, or at least farming up some of the creeps when you can.
10 seconds remaining.
She's obviously, like, really helpful in team fights as well. Landing a really good
5
Shackle
seconds
and
remaining.
throwing out that Power Shot as well. Not to mention, you know, she can sort of duck and weave around with a Wind Run and try and keep away from getting into too much trouble. Puck will be the mid pick for Mate in 6. Well, you'd assume it's going to be a mid for Puck. And we're still waiting on like a I suppose a solid mid for Team Storm. They've got a couple of options, but it looks as if we will get a Death Prophet pickup from Team Storm. Alright, so we do have a little bit more of a slightly odd pickup. Like I mentioned, the Bristleback was a slightly odd ban, but we get an interesting pickup here. The Death Prophet has been seeing quite a lot of usage just as of late. Like, I have cast a couple of games where we have seen Death Prophet, and it has been really interesting because she can either be a real kick in the teeth for the opponent in terms of dealing with the push that she can provide with her Crypt Swarm, and then of course with Exorcism as well. This is like a really great hero for helping out in pushes. So we could see, you know, there is a little bit of push here from the Death Prophet, the Wind Ranger. There's, I keep going to say Wind Runner, and then I go to correct myself and say Wind Ranger, and then I go to say Wind Runner again. I don't know.
10 seconds remaining.
But there's quite a bit of push here, at least counter push as well with the Chen pickup.
5 seconds remaining.
The Wind Ranger and the Death Prophet all able to sweep through creep waves very quickly.
Reserve time.
And so is the Timbersaw. So there's a lot of options for them there. Of course, no like end game kind of carry though. Let's keep that in mind for Team Storm. And as we can see, we'll have to wait in and sort of figure out if they are going to pick up some kind of later game carry. Meanwhile, for the 5th ban on Mate in 6, they've got the Juggernaut. We'll see the 5th ban for Storm will be a Marana as well. So Mate in 6 have got the makings of a little bit more of an all-rounder team. They've got their you know, potential supports. You've got like an off laner, or can be in a safe lane farm as well. if they can get a puck for mid. And obviously, like, the thing here is, what is the Alchemist going to do? You'd assume that he's going to be a little bit more of a carry in this situation, but we'll see. We've got around about 10 seconds left. Let's see what the final pick for mate in 6 is going to be. I would guess they're going to grab... It'll have to be someone with a stun. Well, that'd be cool. Or an Nature's Prophet. We're going to have a little bit of counter Rat Dodo there, in a way, or perhaps a lot of Rat Dodo. We got the Clinks and the Nature's Prophet here, so this should be quite interesting to see how this goes. 5th pick for Team Storm now coming up. They've also got over a minute to decide, so we'll find out what their pickup is going to be. They, well, as I said, they don't have like a full-on late game carry. Like, if this goes a lot later, then dealing with that Alchemist could be interesting. Dealing with the Rat Dodo potential of the Nature's Prophet and the Clinks. But we'll see what their 5th pick is going to be as we move into their bonus time.
Reserve time.
I mean, I don't know. You could go for a couple of options. I kind of feel like a CK would be quite nice here. Although I actually am not a big supporter of CK in general. I don't know, he could be interesting to go with here. But they've got their 50 seconds. Thank you all for tuning in. Of course, I can see quite a few of you on the stream. If you are tuning in on the Twitch stream, it's over on the ESports daily stream. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. Feel free to post in the chat if you've got any feedback for me, or if you have any feedback in general for Dota. If you've got some love for some players here, as Jinxie S2 Jinxie does, a supporter of Fumofu. We'll see if you guys can post to cheer for your favorite players that are competing in this match here. Of course, if you just joined us, it is the quarterfinals match A, Team Storm versus Mate in 6, and the final pickup for Team Storm will be a Dragon Knight. So we are going to have a little bit more power there in terms of later game potential. So we'll see how their Dragon Knight ramps up here. And we will jump into our game in just a second. Just waiting for the final pickup there. That puck is just waiting for a handler. There we go. We do have a small disconnect, so what I'll do is just quickly introduce our teams and our players. Top right as our Dire squad. Here is Mate in 6. And we got a confirmation about the players here. Just got to wait and see what's going on. The players, let's see what we've got. We do have Gosu Panda will be taking the clicks. We'll see which lane he goes into very soon. Roger Dodger on that Nature's Prophet. Fumofu will take the puck mid. We've got Chicane will be on that Crystal Maiden. And Tibur Thao will be on the Alchemist. We don't have an admin here, so I can't really confirm for these guys, unfortunately. But down on the Radiant side, we have Team Storm. Thank you, Jinxie and Sophie. But our Team Storm, just down here in the bottom, of course, will be Maladi will be taking that Chen. We'll see him probably jump into the jungle. Akirio will be on that on the Dragon Knight. Magic Man will be taking the Death Prophet. You'd assume that is going to be the mid. Ruby Phoenix, and then also will also be on the Wind Ranger, and Jackie Ma is on the Timbersaw. So we just got to confirm whether YMC's Jackie Ma can play here, because there was just a little bit of a sort of an unsurety about whether Jackie Ma would be able to compete in this, of course, because Jackie Ma is in YMC, who are also playing a little bit later today. Just waiting for that to all get fixed up. Apparently we're all ready to go. We'll see how these players want to augment themselves. Alright guys, let's get this started. Come on, there we go. Alright, we are unpausing. Finally, let's get into this. I've got my Slinky ready. We'll get the Slinky of victory for whoever actually wins this. It looks like we'll have, you'd assume that that the Clinks is going to go down towards the bottom lane here, and it looks as if he is heading down there. Goes to Panda, getting ready to ward up those creeps down there. They've got their courier all set up. Fumofu going to take that puck mid. And of course the other heroes here, the Alchemist and the Nature's Prophet, just coming down to back up Clinks as he moves forwards to try and set up those wards so that they can block out, not only block out the pull, but also try and keep that Chen in check. If you can sort of lock down some of these creep camps, and the Chen's going to have a little bit of a difficult time. Maladi over here on his, what is this stripy zebra thing? Sanarok the Ever Able. What a crazy cat.
To battle.
I don't know, he's got a cool little zebra thing there. What are the common items for Clinks these days? I tell you what, I'll be completely honest there, S2 Jinxie. I'm not exactly sure what the sort of common things are, because people have been doing some really weird things, like, we saw, who was it, EE that was playing on Clinks the other week? He got a blink, and I thought that was really cool.
Battle begins.
It's really good to be able to keep up as a Clinks, because he does, he's sort of, like, you go to town on someone, and if they don't die, then you need to be able to catch up with them, and he's a little bit slow at times, so, I don't know, there's sort of a few different things. I really like Blink, though. Blink's been my big thing lately. Ligaments, flesh, and skin. That's very true. And also, I think Nova's got it right. Yeah, you need that support Clinks to be able to make sure you can back up the rest of your team. That's the only way to do it, right? So Akirio is going to have an interesting time here in mid against Fimo Fu. We'll see that how the puck is going to deal with that very annoying Dragonite voiced by Tony Todd. If you know who Tony Todd is, he's also in the Final Destination series. Down on the bottom, Magic Man will be up against Roger Dodger. He's got a little bit of backup here with the with Ruby Phoenix on that Windrunner. So we did have, of course, we did have a couple of options for who would be in the off lane for Team Storm, and it looks like instead of the Windrunner, it is going to be that Timbersaw up the top. He'll be dealing with that tri-lane. Roger Dodger in a little bit of an interesting position there, almost locking down Magic Man, but it looks as if he is going to get out of there for the moment. Meanwhile, in mid, Akirio, yeah, just sort of having a little bit of a troublesome time here. Of course, it's a difficult thing to deal with a ranged hero when you're the Dragon Knight in mid, but Akirio just threatening that possible fire breath there, but he is going to throw it out. Looks like he did get it out. In fact, he did actually shoot it out there, so Famofu actually was dodging that for the moment. I got this weird graphics issue sometimes. I'm not exactly sure what causes it, but I don't know. I'll have to try and reset to fix it up. But anyway, Roger Dodger, just on the move around, he's trying to block off some of these camps. If he can get some treants in range of this camp to try and block it off, that would be awesome for him. As you can see, we do have Maladi just roaming about trying to get some of his creeps up and running. He's already got one of the Dark Troll summoners, as we can see, going to bring up some skeletons to help him with his farming at the moment. The tri-lane in top, Chicane and Tibur just sort of wandering around, trying to pull these creeps in to make sure that they can just, you know, grab a little bit of the XP. Off to the side, we can see Jackie Ma is he's trying to jump in on the neutrals. You can of course get the neutral XP now. It's shared. And Jackie Ma want to try and get across there as much as he can to try and leech up some of that XP where possible. But he is going to have to be very careful. The Crystal Maiden, a little bit of Frostbite action, and then of course the Unstable Concoction from the Alchemist are a little bit of a deadly combination when it comes to stuns. So quite a long time when it comes to that stun duration there. But now, as you can see, Death Prophet just looking to threaten this lane. Of course, Magic Man having quite an easy time disposing of a lot of these treants here, but Roger Dodger says no, gonna deny that one. That was just very low on health, and Magic Man will just be constantly trying to fight the Nature's Prophet to deal with that kind of thing. Of course, as we said before, Roger Dodger will want to look to try and get his treants into the forest when it gets closer to the minute mark so that he can block off some of these creep camps here, but if he can't do it, then, you know, it's not the end of the world, but he certainly will be looking for something like that if possible. Oh my god, our admins are gone. Have a party, guys. Turn on all the hacks. No, I'm kidding. Akirio with his breathe fire. Can we call it fire breath? Like, it just sounds quite funny when you call it fire breath. Ah yes, Jinxie talking about possible Clinks item. Link is interesting. Remember old school Deso and Orchid? That's right. Normally Orchid is still quite standard, but Red, I don't think you'd really see the death so much, but you would definitely see that awkward coming out of most Clink's players. In middle, looks like we do have a gank prepared. We've got the Alchemist and also that Crystal Maiden smoked up in the side there, waiting to jump in on this Death. Sorry, I keep kind of calling Death Knight. I don't even know why. The Dragon Knight, and of course he will certainly have a lot of. He's got a lot of strength behind him. Mercurio's got not only his Dragon Blood, but he has a lot of health already. 834 health on him at the moment with his one gauntlet of strength. He knows that someone fishy is hanging out in the forest. There it is, Chicane there with his frostbite ready to go, but it's not going to happen. Meanwhile, Magic Man, Ruby Phoenix teaming up to try and clear out some of these creeps and push this Nature's Prophet back. Don't want him having all the say in the lane. Speaking of which, of course, Famofu doing a really great job in mid, having a pretty easy time. I mean, it is Puck up against a Dragon Knight, but I mean, he's going to have a pretty easy time of picking up these creeps, and so far he's 26 and 11, not too bad. He is, well, contesting with his teammate. Gosu Panda up at the top, currently sitting on 25 and 8 as well. We can see he's getting a nice and easy farm there up at the top lane. With the Tibasaur just way out of range to be able to really deal with some of the creeps, and no real way to deny or anything like that, is going to have a difficult time. It looks like Roger Dodger was having a difficult time himself down in bottom. Did almost get cleaned up here. Magic Man looking for the kill, but was not able to get it. What have we got for a career here? Oh, okay, it's that one. But still, it is not a best of 3, it is a best of 1. Best of 3's happened in the semi-finals, so we've still got a little bit of a way to go for that. Tibasaur up the top in a lot of trouble. Jackie Ma just gets out of there. It looks as if, wow, the Gosu Panda was looking for the kill, and so was Chicane, but just slightly out of range there, and no real way to do the range damage because Crystal Nova was on a cooldown. So they certainly do throw a lot of damage here at Jackie Ma, but he gets the healing salve up and running and is all okay. In the mid, Akirio got his bottle up. He does have level 6 now, so he's got his dragon form. He's going to bottle crow for the moment.
Under attack.
But down in the bottom, Roger Dodger, I think, well, I mean, this is, you know, you do have that Nature's Prophet for the offlane, but he's not having the best of times. I really do like this combination. Moving the Death Prophet down here, as we said before, she just wipes out creep waves really quickly, but looks like we'll have a Kyrio in a bit of trouble down here. The stun's about to come out from Tibor, and of course, well, that is the first blood there. Goes to our Alchemist. Interesting that it went to that guy, of course, but he does pick up the first blood, and it does go the way of Mate in 6. For Mofu there, of course, to help out with a lot of his damage. He threw out his ulti and was able to lock down the Dragon Knight. Down in the bottom, Chicane coming across, looking to help out with a possible kill on someone here. Will they get the Frost Blast off? It looks like it is a no. Ruby Phoenix, a very quick hero there on the Wind Ranger. Why did we have to change it from Windrunner, guys? I don't even understand. Up at the top, Jackie Ma still looking to try and stop this Clinks from farming, but as we said, he's not really going to be able to do that too much. It's not an easy task for a Timbersaw to be able to do, especially when you're dealing with that potential tri-lane that was there. But speaking of, we do have a smoke up from Team Storm looking to come across and get some damage done. Chicane is sitting here and he is in a load of trouble. Do they know that he's here? It looks like it is. Well, they don't know that the smoke up is there just at the moment, but they will be coming in right now. Here come the creeps from Chen. The net is up. There is the Death Prophet Crypt's form. Alchemist is going to throw out the unstable concoction. We should be able to get a kill. In fact, he may be able to stick around for a little bit here, but no. From the grave, it is Malati with his little satyr, and he's able to get a kill there. Roger Dodger now chasing after Ruby Phoenix. It looks like he did get another kill on the backside there with the Death Prophet going down as Gosu Panda comes through and helps out, of course. We did get Famufu coming across and helping out to get the kill on that Death Prophet as well. But the Wind Ranger able to TP out Roger Dodger. Not enough damage on that guy just yet. We'll have to wait and see where he goes to be able to get some more damage. But this is giving Akira a little bit of time to pick up a few more creeps in the middle. He's now up to a total of 26 and 5. At the moment, up at the top, we can see that Jackie Ma are also getting a little bit more free farm now that the Clinks has disappeared for the moment, but Gosu Panda is back. What is he going to do? It looks like it is just a nothing for the moment. Just came by, said hello. How are you doing? Can I borrow some sugar? there is... Sorry, I'm just reading chat. There is a YMC player on Storm's team. I'm not exactly sure of the details. I'm sure that our admins can confirm for you. We did get another kill in mid. Of course, it was the Alchemist roaming around, helping out. That supporting Alchemist, just worth his weight in gold, and no pun intended about Grievel's greed or anything, because he doesn't have it. But he's able to when he's able to throw that stun out, it gives his teammates a lot of time to try and set up their various potential drop-down sort of skills that they really just smash with. And here we go. Speaking of smashing, Tower is going to be in a lot of trouble as Exorcism is now activated here by Magic Man. He's going to try and come across. Alchemist throwing out a stun. Gets Magic Man. Not going to be too much of an issue here for him. He'll get his health back very soon. But the Tower is going to be in a little bit of trouble because the Exorcism is now going to go to work on that. But they will fort up, and they will force the Storm team to back off for now. Unfortunately, not getting a huge amount of work done there, but they were able to take the tower down a reasonable amount. So they'll be okay with that for the time being, I guess. Magic Man, there is a little bit of his health coming back from all of those ghosts. But up in the top, still, this Clinks is now starting to pick up speed. Ghost Panda grabbing a Midas. Of course, the Midas, a pretty big thing these days. It was we've actually got two on the side of the Dire squad, with the second one going to Fumofu, who's just happy to grab a little bit of extra farm here. And speaking of which, he is going to grab this haste. Will he be able to do much with it? We'll find out in a second. Tibur is just roaming around, grabbing some extra kills here, helping out the Crystal Maiden to make sure this lane does not get too close to the tower. Down in the bottom though, looks like we'll get prepared for a possible another push on this tower. Attempt number 2, will they be able to get much done? We'll find out, as we do have that Alchemist here. He can throw out his, of course, his Acid Spray, and then we've also got the Crystal Maiden as well. Going for the Shackle there, nicely done, but unfortunately does not latch. Maladi here with his Troll, and is going to be able to raise some of those skeletons up to help out, but no real creep support just at the moment. They are going to go in and try and get this tower. Now we all get activated right now. Chen ulti goes out to try and keep Magic Man alive, but this guy is in a little bit of trouble, but he may get away. Nope, there's way too much damage on him. Wonderful ulti there from Fumofu, jumps up to the top of the cliff. His haste is really helping him out there. Comes across and finishes off the Chen Maladi. Unfortunately, not only did they not get this tower, it's now in deny range, and you can see Chicane is just going to say thank you for that one. And we may even see this counter push from the Maiden 6 team as they push down towards this tier 1 tower.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
We've now got the tower under siege. Lots of creeps here. Of course, the Treants coming out from the Nature's Prophet, able to help knock this one down. Clinks has also got his fire arrows, the searing arrows, just burning down that tower as quickly as they can. If they can take this, they gain a little bit of map control here. Makes it a little bit more difficult for the Chen to get in and grab some of his creeps. Not saying it's impossible, but it makes it a little bit more, I suppose, daring to run out in the forest there when they don't have as much map presence down here on the bottom side of the map. So Ghost Panda able to, did he pick up the tower? Yes, he did. I thought he did. So he does grab the tower there. That's going to be quite nice for him. Another little Alchemist stun coming out from our Tibur. Jackie Ma suffering the brunt of that. But he's going to be all good. His reactive armor helping him out a little bit. We can see the Chicane still wandering around. I'm still... We're going to get... No, he's just going to ward up. Okay, so he's just going to continue to play the 5 roll there. But you normally do see the Crystal Maiden try and hit towards the Trank Boots really quickly, just so, because it gives you that little bit of movement. Of course, a tiny bit more protection as well, which is always nice on a very squishy hero. But we can now see that Fumofu has his Blink. He's got that reasonably nice timing on that Blink, especially after a Midas, and he's got an Illusion Rune prepared to go. Maladi going to try and roam around, grab some more creeps. He's still got another Centaur to grab. There you go. He's now got 2 Centaurs. That's 2 nice stuns. A duration of 2 seconds.
Top tower is under attack.
On heroes, of course. Top lane, our Alchemist is still poking about, trying to possibly threaten that tower, but I doubt that that's going to happen just for the moment. They will need some more support before they are able to get in there and take that tower down. like we may have Team Storm. They with their pushing lineup, with the Chen, with the with all the power they have to wipe out the creep waves, we may see them looking to push forwards on this tier 1 in middle. They're going to try and open up their own space. If you can get in there and sort of open up this area here, just sort of these local sort of regions, it's quite nice if you can get in there and you know, open up that space in each radiant side, because it means you can get across the Roshan a little bit easier. It means you have access to the dire jungle a little bit. We'll see the Chakram thrown out by Jackie Ma. Doesn't hit, unfortunately. But now it looks like Famofu is getting prepared. He's going to grab this Invis rune down the bottom and then possibly set up to go. As we can see, Ghost Panda grabs his Orchid, which is really going to help him out. I would love to see him possibly teleport across, and then for MI6 to come in on this on the defense of this tower. But there is Jackie Ma going down, unfortunately diving a little bit too far is Timbersaw, but he does allow the tower to be taken by the rest of his team. The Exorcism is helping out with that. From Hofu, a little bit aggressive there, but Ghost Panda going to take out the top tower there. Another bout of gold going the way of our Clinks, and as we can see, the XP graph going to take us down all the way to MI6's favour here, just over 5,000, almost heading towards that 7,000 mark. The gold graph, basically the exact same position, so it is really nice for MI6 at the moment, not to mention the fact that they do have a lot of gold going the way of Clinks. He's got his Orchid, he's got his Midas ready to go. Is he going to drop this down in a second? There you go. Alright, I was worried there. I was like, he's just standing there. Use some Midas. Alright, come on. But Famofu in a little bit of trouble, gets out of there. Very mobile now with his Blink Dagger. But, he is very, very quick, but in a little bit of trouble there, getting caught out by the Chakram. Jackie Ma getting a little bit of revenge there, I suppose. He did jump onto that tower really quickly in mid and unfortunately suffer the wrath of almost the entire MI6 team, not to mention for Mofu's ulti. We do need to pause for a second. Thank you for the poll there. It would be just regarding the video. I only have like just under 1 meg up, so unfortunately I can't do too much about that. But I mean, Australian internet. That's how we roll. Thanks, Abbott. Yeah. Anyway, we got Famofu. Just he's a little bit angered at the moment, but either way, he's doing a good job in mid. We can see some warding, just detecting where some of these Radiant heroes are. Team Storm looking to try and get up here and possibly get some ganky going on this Clinks, but he's out of there. He knows they're coming. He picks up one of the creeps and says, oh well, I'm happy with that. I've got my dinner right now. Yeah, it was EE, that's right, who did the Blinks build, so thank you for that, Cerberus. Guard dog. If I remember that right, that was Cerberus, wasn't it? Anyway, Jackie Ma. We've got Jackie Ma and a Curio now coming to threaten this top tower. Should be able to get that. The DK is easily able to knock that one down. Meanwhile, in mid, we actually had the Radiant Tower going down. So both teams just content to lose some of their outer towers right now. Curio's going to back up. He does have his Midas active at the moment. We've currently got it. We actually have, wow, an active player. A big fight coming in from Famofu. Alchemist comes in, drops his stun as well. We can see that Magic Man is also unleashing the ghosts. He is able to get himself out of there, but wow, Famofu is just really aggressive, jumping straight on top of the Chen and the Timbersaw. They both go down. And that means that that is a nice little 9-2 lead here for the MI6 team. So they're really pushing the envelope here, trying to take advantage of the fact not only that they have some sort of some counter aggression of their own with the Puck able to blink in, drop down his ulti, but when that Alchemist gets in range with his stun all ready to go, he is actually doing the blink build, which I was talking about. Wow, I sort of said I didn't really expect that to come out, but he does get the blink. We'll now see a Roshan attempt here with Ghosty Panda. Smashing down this Roshan pretty quickly. Roger Dodge backing him up. And it looks as if there will be pretty easy Roshan here, no real contest on that. They may have seen them run in there, but it looks as if that is not going to be defended at all. Invis room here, ready for anyone who wants to go and grab it. But Malati in the forest, he's trying to grab some more creeps. Courier is trying to pick up some more farm. And yeah, this is the part of the problem that I was mentioning with the Storm lineup. It has a nice deal of push. We can wipe out creep waves really, really quickly. We've got a lot of push with Magic Man and of course with Malati as well. But I mean, you're sort of relying on a Curio here to be just massive, and I mean, unfortunately, he didn't have the greatest of starts. He's sitting there at 83 and 8, which is still respectable. But I mean, his opponent in the mid lane there, Famofu, has just been dominating, has been jumping around the map, getting all these ganks going on. But now, speaking of which, wow, did he? Yeah, he did get shackled off in the trees there. He can still be seen. Is going to get hit. Is going to jump out of there with the illusory orb. He uses his wand. Will he be able to get out? He has no form of TP right now. Blinks out of there, and it looks as if the Courier is going to find him. They do actually see him there with a bit of vision. They should be able to take him out. Will they be able to grab him? Looks like he does. Blink out of there yet again. He's doing his best, but unfortunately gets taken out by a Courier. While that was going on, Timbersaw did get taken out in the middle lane here, so there's been a little bit of back and forth between these two teams. Of course, it sort of feels like Made in 6 are constantly coming out there. But yeah, as Famofu has said, sort of he has died once so far, so you know, not too bad on his behalf. 4-1 is our puck at the moment, and while all this is going on, Ghost to Panda constantly ramping up his aggression, and there will be. Well, I mean, he's going to do a lot of damage, and these guys are going to push really hard on this tower. I would assume Roger Dodger has his Shadow Blade, so he can jump around and really get some tower pushing going. We've got 5 Midas on the map. This whole Midas craze is absolutely nuts at the moment, guys. But we'll see. Tier 2 in the top lane looks like it is going to be in a little bit of trouble. Goes to Panda pushing on that Magic Man, and Jackie Ma coming across to try and stop that pressure for now. Looks like they will close out the Clinks, and the Nature's Prophet have to come back another day to fight against that tower. With me. But as you can see, Ghost of Panda up there at the 11,000 gold mark at the moment. So he is really picking up steam right now. We can assume that very shortly he's going to be picking up a really decent damage item right now. Like you do see things like an MKB. As some of the folks on the stream were saying, having a blink is quite nice. He doesn't necessarily have to go, you know, oh my god, give me 7 rapiers so I can kill everyone. He just needs a little bit of movement. He's got the protection in a way with the Orchid and that extra damage that comes from that as well, and the attack speed, not to mention. But he just, you know, we'll see where he goes from here. He does have 3.6k gold. He's got the Aegis at the moment. It is going to be reclaimed by Roshan in 3 minutes. And, well, we'll see where he wants to go with his particular item progression here. But now Malati is ready to go. I think these guys may want to try and push on one of the Tier 2 towers for the MI6 team, because they really need to gain some space, but they're just having such a troublesome time. Famofu down the bottom is pushing all this Tier 2 down at the bottom side of the map here. They've also got, just having a look at the vision here for the MI6, they've got that ward there which really helps him out, and they do know that there is a possible push coming in here from the Storm team, but I mean, this is the problem. They're starting to have a little bit of trouble because this Alchemist, he's got his Blink, he's got Medallion, he can jump in and really mess up some of these fights. Crystal Maiden run by Chicane is also a bit of a threat with the Frost Blast and then the Frost Bite as well, providing some extra mana regen for all of his teammates on the map as well. So MI6 trying to find an opening here, but they can't really do it. There's so much damage coming out of Gosu Panda. Of course, that, as we said, the Alchemist stun from Chicane as well. It puts you in a really hard place. Roger Dodger isn't going to be able to get out. Looks like a no. He's tempted to do some minor rat dota here on the top lane, but Courier is able to have a look, and they found him. The whole team found him. Now they're going to teleport down to bottom. They want to hunt after Famofu. Not going to find him though, as he is out of there in a flash. He's actually going to head up and grab that haste rune, while the rest of the MI6 team are now moving through. They've smoked up, they're looking for the big gank on the bottom lane, but it is not going to happen because the rest of Team Storm have evacuated out to the middle, wanting to make sure that they persist with trying to push, but I mean, as we said, it's just really difficult with all of this going on right now. And out comes the stun from the Alchemist, putting it straight on top of Magic Man. He's in a lot of trouble. Goes to Panda, goes to town, and they do wreck that Death Prophet. And now you would say that MI6 is in a very, very nice position. Like, not to say that they weren't before, but just look at this. We're nearly up to that 10,000 gold lead. They're at almost the 12,000 XP mark at the moment, and they are looking to push against this, what is mainly a bit of a pushy kind of team here from Team Storm. And look, there you go, Death Prophet with no hair.
Radiant's
so
middle tower
cool.
is under attack.
Mofu gonna dodge out, miss that, miss the little shockwave there from the Satyr Hellcold, Tormentor I should say. But yeah, we can see now with Tibbs up the top here, just waiting to get a stun off. You can actually see a Kyriel, but all the while, goes to Panda, goes to work on the tower, takes that down in a couple of shots. Well, basically a couple of shots. Shoots all of his fletchings across and takes down that tower. He's got a BKB. He's now got the Midas ready to go. He's almost got another 2,300 gold is available for our Clinks right now. We'll see where he wants to go with that. The Crystal Maiden with her Midas is also just roaming about, trying to pick up some more farm as well. Chicane wanting to get in the fight there to make sure that he can claim some of the gold that is really dominated by the MI6 team. But Kyriel, Jackie Ma pushing on mid, running through that acid spray, not too worried about it. These two heroes have a giant amount of armor right now. But as you can see, Kyriel is going to move forwards. They want to try and get rid of these waves as quick as they can. They need to get some of these tier 2 towers. They just cannot take this too much later because they are already in a troublesome position. And as soon as, like, I mean, once Gosu Panda just moves in here, he's going to lay down the law, and he is going straight in for Ruby Phoenix. BKB active, Magic Man goes down in a flurry of fire arrows. Kyriel activates his BKB, goes for the Alchemist, but that is not going to happen. And now he is being targeted down, and the last shot comes out from Gosu Panda, smacks down the Dragon Knight. He goes down. Ruby Phoenix is getting out of there as fast as he can. Maladi looking for the escape. Is he going to be able to make it? Looks like we do get a dead Shed as Maladi falls down. Too much damage from Gosu Panda. Roger Dodger also coming in. They grab the gem that was there as well. And I don't know, this could even be Rat's push right here, right now, as they can look to go up to the high ground. Gosu Panda's Aegis has now disappeared. He did pick up a Crystallis, so he is doing that extra little bit of damage, plus the magic crits when they come out. All skill, not luck.
Radiant structures
and the only
are
defenders right
fortified.
now, Magic Man, Jackie Ma, and Ruby Phoenix. What are they going to be able to do? I don't believe we have, okay, we do actually have the ultimate from Magic Man, but unfortunately he doesn't get to use it for Mofu, and Tibbs just jumping in and smashing him down straight away. This is going to be a Rax at a minimum, if not possibly more, with Tibbs just standing there and tanking everything, regenning so fast. Of course, it is 75 health regen now at level 2 of his ulti. They take the Rax and they say, thank you for that one. We're going to jump out of there for a moment, but nope, we're going to come straight back in. It was a joke on you, and Kyriel is going to be the butt of this joke. Perhaps it does go down. They did get Tibbs in the end, though, but the GG has come out, and that will be MI6 taking a victory here in their best of 1 matchup against Team Storm. Jackie Ma trying to Jackie Ma trying to tell them just to hold back, but Famofu coming out there, smashing apart quite a lot of the Storm team, and that will be a reasonably quick victory there for MI6. Goes to Panda there on the Clinks, picking up 8 and 0, grabbing his BKB Midas and Orchid really quickly, really nicely, and just following that up. Like, as I said, I was just kind of a little bit worried about where do Team Storm go after like the 25-minute mark. I mean, they needed to push. I think they were sort of missing something else. I don't think DK was perhaps the best pick there. They were wiping out creep waves very, very quickly. But other than that, like, I'm not exactly sure what the aim was there. I might have to try and think about that. I don't know. On the spot analysis is not my thing. But hey, thank you all for tuning in. I am going to just put it on the old break thing for just a moment. Alright. We'll be back soon with the B match, or match C. I'm not sure what's going on, but we'll be back shortly with some more action here on the Esports Daily channel. Stick around for some more Dota 2 very soon.